Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video we are going to see how we can execute our automation test scripts using build pipeline in Azure DevOps. In the last video I have shown you and explained you what all different components we generally use in our build pipeline, like tasks, code, build agents, artifacts and other stuffs, right? So in order to create any pipeline in the Azure DevOps, you have to be careful for the two things, right? First of all, the repository selection, like which version control tool or which source control tool you are using, uh, in which, I mean, basically to maintain your repositories, right? Now, the second thing is to configure pipeline. You need to configure the pipeline based on your uses or based on your expectations, right? How it should behave. Like if you want to execute every day, you can configure it. If you want to create multiple tasks in it, you can do it. So we'll take a look in this part. Now the second thing is like how you can create your, I mean, the pipeline basically, right? So there are two ways in Azure DevOps by which you can create your pipeline. The first way is like the classic editor way, in which you will be having one simple drag and drop kind of things, and you don't have to write any codes and all, right? You just have to select some configuration and you are good to go. And the second way is the YAML, right? So it's basically, you can say, a coded way, right, in which you are going to code, or with the help of code you can create your pipeline. So let's switch over to Azure DevOps page and I'll quickly show you. Okay, so if you see here, this is my repository which is here in Azure DevOps, right? So I'm using Azure repo, and this repo is basically cloned from the GitHub, right? So it's up to you. You can use GitHub or you can use Azure DevOps. For this particular video I'll be using Azure DevOps, right, as a source control tool, you can say. Now I will be using this, basically this repository for my automation build pipeline. Okay, and if you go inside this repository and if you see in the test cases, I have created few dummy test cases, you can say. I think I have created 5 dummy test cases, if you see, right? It's just the test cases, nothing has been written inside it. It's simple test cases, right? So to create a pipeline, you need to go to this pipeline section in the Azure DevOps. In the pipeline there are two ways. There are two things, right? One is pipeline and the other one is release pipeline. So this pipeline is basically for the build pipeline and this release is for release pipeline. So in this video we will be covering build pipeline. So I'll be basically I'll stay on this page, and to create a pipeline I'll click on this new pipeline option button, you can say. Now the first question it will ask you, like, where is your code, right? So you have to select what is your repository, right? What is your source, what kind of source control tool you are using. And here you can use classic editor. This is the first way, right, as I told you. And if you don't want to use it, you can go ahead and you can use YAML. So for this video I'll be using the classic editor. Maybe in the next video I'll show you how you can do the same thing with the help of YAML as well, right? And we need to select the source here. Since my code is in the Azure Git repo, I'll be selecting this. Okay, and then you can select your team, whatever team you have. In my case I have currently this team. And the second thing is your repository, as I said. So you can have multiple repositories, right? So for testing you might be having this repository, so you can select this one. Now from which branch you wanted to execute it, right? So as of now I wanted to execute it from the main branch. If you have other branches, you can select and you can continue. Next. So by default Microsoft gives you few of the templates, you can say. You can directly use those templates and you can good, I mean, you're good to go. That's it. So in my case, since I have created this automation test framework with the help of .NET framework, okay, as a project, so I can use this template, right? Maybe you are using ASP.NET Core or something else, you can use that template. But in my case I'll be using this .NET framework. I'll click on apply, and as soon as I'll click on apply, you will see here the agent job is configured, the tasks are configured, your git repo is configured, right? Everything is configured by the template itself, right? By the given template by the Microsoft itself. Now this is your agent. As you can see, it is inherited from the pipeline, and again they are the demand. I mean, I've explained these things in my previous video, but just to get some more clarity, just to give you some more clarity. So demand means in this agent these things should be there, right? Agent is nothing but a machine, right? As a VM you can say. So in this VM we are expecting these things to be there, like Visual Studio, VS Test, MS Build, right? So that our code can run over there, right? It's a separate machine, so that there won't be any impact for other applications. So as soon as I'll trigger this pipeline, first of all the pipeline will fetch the source code, then it will create a agent means a system basically you can say, then it will install these things in the system, and you can configure these things as well, like parallelism. If you want multi-agent, let's suppose you have 10,000 of test cases and you wanted to execute those test cases in a parallel, right? So how many agents you will be needing? Maybe you need 10, 20, 50. So you can create those agents. By default I'm using the default agents given by MS. So with every pipeline you'll get one or two. Nowadays we need to request it, so I have requested it and I got it, and that's the reason I am able to run my, and I am able to get this pipeline and get this agent here, right? And these are the tasks, right? This is the NuGet task, which will actually help you to download the latest versions. Then NuGet restore, what are the repositories, what are the things we need to download to run this code and compile this code and all. Then it will build the solution based on the dependencies, based on repositories and everything. And then test assembly, right? You wanted to configure your test things and everything, you can configure it here. So if you see here, everything is configured, right? Everything is given by MS, you don't have to do anything. So later I mean then the next or further videos I'll show you like how you can configure in your way, how you can create the variables, how you can change these things. And this is your publish. You can publish the artifacts, you can publish the results everywhere, and then good to go. That's it. So for this video I'll not change anything. I think it is fine. The only thing is, like, maybe if you want you can change the pipeline name, and you can name it as here, like let's say training. Okay, sorry, test, and then save and queue. So as soon as you click on save and queue, it will ask you a comment. You can mark it as test or anything you want, and you can just click on save and run, right? And your agent is now in queue. So as soon as you get the space, get the required things, it will start executing it. Let's hold on for a second. And if you wanted to see like what all things are going on, so it started working on. See, your agent is started, it's initializing the jobs, right? And then once the job is initialized, then see all those required things are now, it's downloading and installing maybe in the video. Now it will check out your code in the new basically new agent you can say, and then perform all security operations. So these security things, right? So since we are using Microsoft agent, we don't have to take care of these things. If you want your private agents, you can create it. In that case you have to configure everything, right? Now it will restore the things which are required to run your test cases and build the solution, then test assembly, and it will go. So these are all the tasks you can say, or the steps which are being performed by the build pipeline. It won't take much time. Mostly it will be done in a minute or so. So this path is not our local system path. Make sure this is from the again, this is from the agent machine. That's it. So don't get confused. And once it is done, whatever ID you have configured with your account, you'll get an email in your IDM about the status of this pipeline, not the result. It's just the status of your pipeline, like if it is pass, fail, or what else. So it's done. 100% test cases are passed. You can also see it from here as well. So if you see here test, let's go to pipeline, this one, and test. Why it is showing only one? Okay, let me take a look. Just give me one.